We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action, now it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
2-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state of Georgia. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Sets up 1st down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, If they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. After the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
40-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's
from the gun. Haskins on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
the Falcons take over.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
32-yard line.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Brady looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
It is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Browns 3.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Falcons 14, Browns 3.
On first down, Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And on the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Haskins to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
27 on the play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. 4th down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Hey, set 29. Alpha. Squeeze, double. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, check it. I'm coming after you. Ozzy.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Airing one out for Crowder. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins flush to his right. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Haskins.
And he gets it down to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins airing one out for Crowder. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jamison Crowder, incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Haskins. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins is brought in by Jamison Crowder, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the
operating from the gun. Haskins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. Yeah, the Browns are likely going to have a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Haskins going to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Check my 50. Okay, just like that. Just like that. March 50, March 50, March 50. I'm here all day. March 50.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the Browns' 3-yard line.
On second and goal, here's the option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. On play action, now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 57 to Mike. Take it. 57 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys...
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted, third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Slide out to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Number 24.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Man open, here is Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Airing one out for Crowder. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Tom Brady.
Jacob Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons are going to get a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener.